Well, hello, beautiful people. Good afternoon, good day, wherever you're watching from. This is Fareedah Sholagberu, your favorite attorney, and we're back on another beautiful episode on Law and You. This is Nastv Africa, where we manifest Africa's greatness. On today's episode, we'll be discussing about will. I'm sure you guys are aware about this, about Wigwe's will and how the grandfather is contesting with his granddaughter and all of that. Well, I'm going to educate us on a very strategic point about will today. So, we all know that will is very important. It is an essential element of anybody's will because in there you have to state your real estate, you have to state everything you have and be more intentional about you need to be more intentional about who you want to select as your administrators of estate. A very good and perfect example of a will that everybody needs to attribute is that of Gani Power Ime's will. Gani Power Ime's will was was exquisite. It's an example of how a proper will should be. Well, as a lawyer, everybody can say it's not perfect and all of that, but it is worthy of emulation. It is something everybody should inculcate because I mean, everybody needs to follow good example, right? We all know how important that is. So I'm going to go back to why it is essential because given about Wigwe's case, it is being contested in court as we speak. And even though the will was not even drafted in Nigeria, we know that uh, they are seeking for the will at the probate registry and all of that, blah blah blah. But it is essential that we know that the main reason or the cause for this dispute is the fact that about Wigwe's will was not concise. Yeah, it was not concise, and by virtue of that, it gave room for so many opinions, part of which include legal opinions, individual opinions, and all of that, blah, blah, blah. So basically, it is essential, it is very, very important as a matter of legality, as a matter of, good standing will. It is very important that we appoint administrators to be specific because there are different types of wills. So there are different types of wills, and then there are ways and systems at which we can actually appoint administrators of this will. So I think about Wigway's will was suffering from administrators because if he had specifically stated who his administrators of this will should be, it wouldn't have come to this end. It would not have resulted to this end, and everybody knows what goes for who, whether he wants his estate or his estate in Lokoja number something something to be for his daughter. He wants his car with a particular plate number to be for his mother, So I just want to tell you about how essential it is for anybody to have a will. These days, or yes, these days, when anybody brings up a matter of, oh, do you know you need to write your will, even as a young individual? The first impression you get is, are you dying? Are you sick? Are you this? But it doesn't necessarily have to result to that. Oh my God. Like you writing a will is just like an essential part that you should do as humans. Like, as far as for every human that has property and you have heirs or you have people that you would wish for them to, benefit from your property, you need to have a will. So you having a will at a tender age or at any point in your life does not necessarily mean you are dying, or it does not necessarily mean you are sick and all of that. You just need to have a will. And it is important that you have a very intelligent lawyer draft your will. Anybody can write a will, but it takes a smart lawyer to advocate terms that are important in a will before it can be considered as a perfect will. So if you need to get your will drafted, do not forget to reach out to your favorite attorney as we are always at your service. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. This is Nasty Africa. We would always manifest African greatness.